What's the deal? Y'all already know what it is. Back in this with another video to pump out to my young boys, maybe girls. Man, it's cold. That's why I'm rubbing my hands. But nah, Joe got to come amongst the congregation, man. Because Joe, my thing with Joe Budden is, it's like he one of them guys where it's like, okay, a lot of people look at him and they like, okay, he's like one of the real ones that's in the industry, like quote unquote real ones in the industry. And it's like, nah, what we seeing here is basically what happens when you serving two masters. When you serving two masters, you find yourself in a situation like this that Mr. Joe Budden has put himself in. And yeah, he was aligning himself with Diddy and doing all sorts of crazy things. I ain't gonna say he was doing all sorts of crazy. He wasn't doing all sorts of crazy things, but Diddy is coming into the news for doing all sorts of crazy things that we should have known that he. I mean, I don't know, man. Certain stuff just be obvious. I got a video already uploaded where I put Diddy in it, and I was talking about that type of time he be on. They used to wrestle and fight over the Frosted Flakes, him and Usher. But we gonna get to that in a minute. But yeah, man. So basically, Joe is here. And he's talking about why, like, he had a podcast. He did a podcast. He was addressing the situation, talking about the rumors and all of that. Not even the rumors, but talking about, what Cassie brought to the table, saying that Diddy had did. They was going over it. They was treating it like a podcast. They was like, oh, this is spicy. This is tea. Like, they was breaking it down, speculating. They was basically really they was engaging with the conversation. So then what Joe ended up doing, he ended up saying right here, he edited the podcast and he took that portion out where he's addressing it and he's talking about it, and he filled it in with something completely different, singing a whole different tone. Let's just check it out. We're gonna go over it.
8 o'clock. The pod should be out before 8 p.m. tonight on Patreon. I had to do a little bit of editing because y'all almost got me. Almost got me to
see and look. Hold on.
Only voice out there saying some shit. Nah.
Now that's a crazy reason. That's like I ain't gonna say it's crazy. It's crazy that they be trying this type of stuff. Like, it's not people cognitive like enough to see through this type of stuff. But they still do it because it's gonna fool the masses. So basically, what Joe is saying, he's like, no, y'all not about to make me go out there and say something and be the only person saying it. You being the only one saying something that's like an excuse not to say something, and like you trying to like cover, like, y'all not, you saying you're not gonna use me as the example and all of that. So let's let him keep going.
I was gonna have a field day with that podcast this morning. Nope. Sometimes you gotta protect your peace.
Protect your peace? It ain't no peace, and it's the thing. The enemy is clearly got Joe Budden wrapped up. I mean, it's obvious off the fact that he's protecting. I ain't gonna say protect. He's protecting Diddy. Essentially, he really is. He's protecting Diddy, and we're gonna talk more about Diddy. But he's protecting Diddy because he's trying to keep. He's trying to hold on to his relationships over the moral aspect of it. So he's trying to protect his peace. He's under the delusion. I mean, you can only serve one or two masters. And as far in the real world, this is not peace. Nobody is at peace. You're not at peace as long as we under this. Ain't no way. As long as we under this structure, there is no peace. But let's let them keep going.
And your co-host Peace. I ain't playing with y'all. No, sirree. They settled that shit. I know. I the Chanel.
So basically, Joe Budden think we at peace. He thinks there's peace and everything is all peachy, and he want to protect that. Therefore, he did some editing, but we're going to go more into it when we check out exactly what he did. But this is what he said. This is the episode that came out, I think.
I think. All right, so nobody ready to say it. All right, come on, move on. Nah, I'm with you. We got it. All of this shit is fucked up with there.
Yeah, it sounds like a toxic situation in general.
That's the perfect word.
Ish and I was discussing that people have been calling our phones that don't watch podcasts.
I don't think niggas even watch podcasts. Niggas blowing my phone up. Yo, y'all niggas better keep it real on Diddy. Don't let Joe be skating by.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo,
Somebody
at least they let y'all. The niggas are telling me, yo, what Joe gonna say? I said, nigga, ask Joe. Why you asking me what Joe gonna say?
Or tune in.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yo, are
They
y'all
talk about-
stupid? Like, let's have a moment. No, for real.
Turn up.
Y'all gonna make me take these fucking shades off.
Turn up in your Travis Scott while this is
I'm
Travis Scott.
trying to respect the gospel.
Okay. So first and foremost, this is some. They talking about what Joe gonna say. What Joe gonna say. But that's just kind of weird behavior to me. I don't know. But that's neither here nor there. But I want to let them keep going.
Clean version of this podcast. But I be wondering this too at home. The fans echo some of that stupid shit. Do y'all think podcasters are coming into work to say that domestic violence, rape, sex trafficking, and drugging women is right on some fronts? Like,
They know damn well they don't know why. That's so off of that's so out of bounds on what the conversation is. This is like when we play what he originally said in response to it, it's gonna be crazy. Like seeing this again after hearing what he said, it's like wow, he really tried to pull the wool over their eyes with that one. He tried to flip the whole script. This is like some crazy gaslighting.
do y'all need anybody to say that all of those things are horrifically mortifying? Y'all didn't need Joe Budden for that, right?
They need you to call out your man, sir. They need you to say that your man's is foul. And is you siding with him or not? This ain't no random person. This is somebody you're associated with. This is somebody you be posted up with. This is somebody you quote unquote have respect for. So it's when stuff like this come forth and people bring you to the hot seat and they say, okay, you better call your mans out. Now you want to say, oh, y'all don't need me to say that. Y'all already know what it is. Y'all know that it's bad. Y'all don't got to hear me do it. Man, get out of here. Hold your mans accountable, sir.
Even want me for a music review. So I know that I'm not now the right
The harbinger of truth.
Nah, you know what
and
really
morality.
Man, no, your thing is, see, now you want to keep it just music. You want to keep the realness only on the music front. Oh, you keep it real about music. But with you keeping it real about music, you build up this reputation. You build up this this character that speaks their mind at all times. Even if it started with you just about music, and if you talking about music and your passion and rants, and then you get into and for example, you get into a spiel, and this what niggas do. You get into a spiel, and you talking about, oh, I don't back down, or you know that bravado, like, oh, I don't back down, I'm gonna speak my mind, or no, I wasn't having that because I'm so real, and you keep building a reputation of that, and people see you as, okay, you're the person that's gonna be outspoken, real, and you know that's why people gravitate towards you. You know that's what you're essentially selling to people, that you are like this rebellious against anti-industry. You ain't get down like how they got down. You got out. You had your rap career. You got out. Boom. But then, now when it's time for you to back up, this character that's anti-industry, you know, you're going to stand on business. You're going to call these people out. You ain't going to deride their music. That's what you told us. That's what you portrayed over the years. So now it's time to stand on business. Stand on business. And you folding. You talking about, oh, y'all don't need me to say that. If we don't need you to say that, then we don't need you to say anything. We don't need you to say nothing about no more music. We don't need you to say, because you ain't keeping it real. If we seeing that you're not keeping it real right here, and this is a pivotal moment in Joe Budden's career right here. If you can't keep it real here, your opinion is like is a chink in your quote unquote armor or whatever. Like, not even like you're completely exposed. You completely exposed. You're not gonna keep it a bean every time. And now we know that. We know you're not gonna keep it real. Still, we know you're not gonna keep it real. It's over. Let's keep going now.
Yeah, what really is like what you said for Carisha to the podium. Like, why y'all? Yeah, you have a relationship with Puff. You're known to skirt certain things when it comes to Puff.
But that's the reason.
But nigga, it's people that signed to Puff that got a podcast. So,
Nigga, what? This is some dog. Hold on. Damn. Oh my goodness. He don't even got the same level of. Well, he probably do. I don't know, dog. I'm thinking he don't even got the same level of like smoke. Like he shouldn't even be being this cowardice is what I'm saying. But he really is. He's like, you trying to put it on other people. You trying to move the blame and all of this so they can let them talk about it over there. He don't even want to be a part of it. He said no. He said, Joe, I know what I know. And this is the thing. You can't, and this is what he got himself into. This is a whole nother thing. You associated with Joe. You want to be buddy with Joe. You want to run a podcast with Joe for clout. I mean, let's keep it a buck. Clout. I mean, I don't know where these guys came from. They came in after Rory and Maul left. Cool, whatever. But you got yourself in a situation. You chasing that bag or you chasing that same. It's all the industry. You getting deeper into the industry. You getting more. You bumping shoulders with industry guys. You bumping shoulders with them, and they bumping shoulders with them. And now look, guilty by association. Now shoot, if Diddy decide to sit up there and boom the podcast out on some shit. They said he blows stuff up. He blew up Kid Cudi car, allegedly. He did that. So my thing is he trying to make sure he's straight too. But that's the thing. It come with the territory. This is the type of stuff you got to worry about. This is why we're told not to be unequally yoked. Do not be unequally yoked with non-believers. What fellowship is light with dark? You're not even supposed to be intermingling and none of that type of stuff with these guys. And that's how Joe ended up in the situation he is not. He and I. Because then you want to sit there and be cool with Diddy. You want to be cool with Diddy. Of all people, we going to get into Diddy. I keep saying that because I got this video loaded that I was just watching. I'm like, dog. And I already talked about Diddy before. Again, I already talked about Diddy. But it's like, man, we need to revisit. Because clearly this is brand new to a lot of people.
You think somebody gonna pull punches or not say nothing? Go talk to them first.
It's not that. See, because I want to add to that, though.
That's what I don't like.
Because that's my thing, right? Like, for as much praise as I give Hove and a Puff and a Dame and just for all of the praise, right? Again, back to podcasters keeping some of their thoughts private and just like not having to share everything. I don't think
your whole job is to talk. You have to, your job is to talk, you're going to have to talk about the thing that everybody is talking about. That's just like, you're doing this for the money. I mean, let's not act like you're not doing this for the bag. Because if you wasn't doing it for the bag, then you would be talking about, your stuff would be on the basis of morals. You would be prioritizing morals. I'm tripping. But fact of the matter is, if you ain't prioritizing morals, then you're doing it for the bag. And since you're doing it for the bag, do your job and talk about the thing that everybody's talking about. Now you want to say, "Oh, I don't want to have an opinion." But you always got the loudest opinion. You sat up there and built your brand on trying to have the loudest, boldest opinion. People, that's why people are looking to you. They're like, "Oh, what's Joe gonna say?" Because they thinking you've built this character if you're gonna sit up there and speak your mind. That's what you did. That's the dream you sold. And now you Indian giving it back. You said, nah. You said nah, but that just shows how Diddy really running shit. But you wanted to be cool with the nigga. That's your problem, sir. You brought that upon yourself. You wanted to be cool with Diddy? Diddy though?
I need to come in here and have word vomit about my discernment when it comes to some of the evil shit that goes on in the industry. Nor do I think I'm the mascot and spokesperson to be the deliverer of news for some of the evil shit that goes on in the industry, or some of the treacherous, some of the things that are not made not so public, right? Like, I don't think the public would react well if they knew all of the locker room behavior of football players.
Well, he ain't wrong about that, but it's like, nigga, this what it goes, and this what it goes into. He's already beat the game. He feels like he already beat the game. These celebrities, these guys is not for the people at all. Pay attention to what he's saying. This mentality of protecting his peace and all of that type of stuff, protecting his peace, they feel like they already beat the game. They feel like mission is accomplished. Life is set. They don't even, and they know prophecy is coming. So they already chosen their side, is the point I'm making. They've already picked which side they are on. They already decided they're going to serve the Baphomet. It's over with for them. They already chosen. He feels like the game is beaten. He said, I have to protect my peace. He's like, why would I sit up there and make an enemy out of this guy? Or why would I sit up there, basically, why would I make an enemy out of this evil guy? Because he's on the evil side. That's why. But unless you with him, that's your ally. They already is locked in on something different. They already chosen their side. It's over with. And these guys, these guys on Joe podcast, they gonna be collateral damage too for whatever ended up happening.
Oh,
True. But there's some wild.
But yeah, whatever. It gets worse though. That's not even the worst thing Joe says. That's not even the worst thing he says. So this is a little bit of what he edited. This is what he took out. This was in the original video, the original podcast shot. He was speaking way more, and this just shows the double-mindedness, because it's like, this is literally like two different takes. As standoffish as she was in that one, he's like, I really don't want to, like, he's saying, I'm not trying to be involved with it at all. Y'all don't need to hear me say nothing about it. I don't need to speak on it. I don't need to say a Diddy or a Cassie need to come out my mouth. He don't need to even say the words. But in here, he like, in this, just watch, he like, oh, what's T? Like, it's really giving them vibes. Like, he flipped the script.
Sex trafficking. She was very young at the time when they started dating, so there's some allegations.
They added context to it this time around. They literally adding the context. They like, yeah, she was underage. They was doing, it was this, a little bit of this going on, a little bit of that.
Weirdness. Hints towards some other shit. Yeah.
None of it reads well.
No.
None of it reads well. And it got worse as you just kept reading. As the paragraphs got longer.
To Ice's point, it got more descriptive and more detail. And that is what was like.
Look at this. Just off of that, they saying it's more detailed. They actually are encouraging you. They actually are encouraging the people that's watching it to go look at it for themselves. So this is a whole different script that's playing out right now. They saying keywords like that, like building people impulse and inferring that there's more information that's out there. They encouraging you to go look at it for yourself. So they're trying to spread the fact that he's a sicko. Let's keep going.
The other thing that stood out to me was where they said he offered her some 8-figure settlement, and she didn't take it.
Yeah.
So now I do the math. I look at the lawsuit. The lawsuut is
8 figures is 30.
They doing math this time around.
minimum.
8 figures is 10.
10 minimum.
A nigga say, let me hold on. Let me calm down. A dude say, I did the math on that. You off tops know that there's some that he's invested. Like if he do the math on it, it's some investment there for sure.
Minimum. They don't know what the offer was.
I did the math
For
on
you to
it.
say,
No. And I'm gonna go forward with this.
This tells me this is about
Joe said keep all that math on that second take.
Yeah.
which then says, "Oh, this shit happened."
They trying to fix Puff Grits.
I would have went and found 30 million. I would have called every
He's saying what he would have did in that situation.
body I know
So let me ask you.
looking
He
for
got
30.
it.
You don't know that. You don't know that. You don't know that.
That's
an assumption.
Okay, all
We
right,
do
fine.
not know that he has 30 million liquid just lying around.
Then you implying he might not even have the 30 mil lying around. You trying to say he don't even got it like that. I mean, for real, like when you think about it, why other like let's just cut out the like all of the BS. As a man, why are you even sitting up there talking about? I mean, this is after the settlement is paid, I think. Or no, this ain't after it got paid. But he's still just on some like, oh, you don't know that. He might not have it. You don't know that. You don't know that. You don't know that. He might not have the money like that. Not everybody like is giving them vibes like he's on a completely different side of the fence at this time.
And if there's one person that might know a number outside of your ballpark, it's Cassie.
Yeah, someone that was that close to you for that.
The fact that it's
Then you gonna say Cassie knows what's outside of his ballpark? Oh yeah, you trying to say some stuff. You trying to say he ain't got it like that. They just said Diddy was a billionaire not too long ago. He just got promoted to billionaire status. That wasn't that long ago. So you trying to say he ain't even got it like that? 30 mil?
Cassie, right? Normally in these instances,
Also, chat, to put this in perspective, though, a lot of these things might be protected with insurance. Who knows? Like,
So no, but basically, that's pretty much the gist. He was saying he was talking more. We gotta keep going. And then this is what Joe says. So naturally, I'm glad people, caught on to this. He got backlash for essentially. He got backlash when it came out because people were saying that he leaked what he didn't say himself. So this is what I don't know. Like it gets weird. Like all of this, it's a mixture of cope and it could be a mixture of just like lies or like I don't know. So look, Joe Budden fans or whatever. People were saying that he leaked the takeout because of the first amount of backlash he got for not saying anything. So he leaked it himself, and basically he leaked himself saying saying more about the Diddy situation. But then that would make no sense because now you're gonna get backlash for taking it out in the first place. So he's really fumbling around trying to make something shake. Like he's throwing Joe is in trouble. He's throwing shit at the wall. Excuse my French, but he's throwing stuff at the wall and hoping it stick. He's throwing things at the wall and hoping it stick, and it's just bad. Like he said, okay, they mad at me for this. Put the outtake out. They put it out. Oh snap, they mad at me for taking it out. Cause right, why would I take it out in the first place if I wasn't trying to? Like you exposed yourself for having a double mind. You really showed that you was a snake still. And this is the type of situations that you get put in, messing with Diddy. Diddy, that's who you decided to be kumbaya with. And these are the results. When shit start hitting the fan, hey, Joe looked like he's still a fan. And that's even sicker. But let's just go. Let's check this one.
Now you're about to explain.
Shout out to Cheeks Moves. I guess. Hold on. This not crashing up.
you did all that shit he's accused of, like in the rumors.
headache.
Why would I want to inherit that? What if he did some of that shit?
How
Like the
certain
violent stuff.
Oh no, that's him right there.
With that, I don't understand.
Because if he's gonna do that to kid,
This is what I'm waiting to hear. And I'm like, where is it at? Oh, like it's still ain't there.
all that shit either.
This man's tweaking.
Sound like a headache. Why would I want to inherit that?
What if he did some of that shit? Like the violence stuff.
Oh yeah, no, you can't. It's too late for that. It's too late for that. You should have been thinking, what if he did it when he was doing it, and you was still trying to be around him. This video is tweaking.
Now you're about to explain. Oh man. Well, I did it for legal. But first and foremost, the legal portion, which is, yeah, nah, y'all ain't about to clip me up or clip us up or clip this set up and just attach it to whatever story.
He talking about the legal reasons. He talking about that's quite the cop out. He said, hold on. He said first we're gonna start with the legal reasons. Because people are gonna clip you and say that you said what you said. Now all of a sudden you're scared of being clipped and being posted on the internet. Is that what you want us to believe? That the podcaster who's paid to talk and gets more exposure when he's clipped and posted on the internet, that's their main source of advertisement is viral moments and all that stuff, which is why the opinions be so bold in the first place, which is why he's talking the way he's talking and trying to keep that reputation of being that guy that's gonna boldly stand on something, because it also brings in the clicks. But
episode 6.
damn, I'm trying to figure out why this is. Hold on. Maybe it'll play like that.
Them. Episode 677. Make sure you guys go check it out. Joe addresses some of those backlash. Joe gave out 4 detailed reasons as to why he did what he did last weekend. Here's what he said.
So tell us why you did it, because you wanted to. Now you're about to explain.
That nigga, he said because you wanted to. Now you gotta explain why you did it.
Man.
I'm sick the audio keep chopping up like that. Alright. Here to see. Find the technical difficulty. But man, yeah, Joe's basically cooked though. Cause he's talking about you sat up there and let this dude, you sat up there and first you came out and was on time and you said, okay, I'm gonna cover the story. We gonna break it down. We about to get the clicks. We about to crack the case. Like, Buddy came with the math. He was ready to go to work, basically. And then as a result, you decided at some point, I don't know, maybe somebody said something, maybe somebody got the version before the pod even came out. Somebody had the version or whatever. I don't even know how that worked. And somebody got in Joe's ear and said, nah, y'all need to redo that. Cause was the fits different? I didn't even check if the fits was different. But if that was shot in the same like go, I don't even think it was shot in the same go.
Ain't about to clip me up or clip us up or clip this set up and just attack.
Hold on. All right. We about to just play.
What if that nigga did all that shit he's accused of? Like in the rumors.
Yeah.
Sound like a headache.
Why would I want to inherit that? What if he did some of that shit? Like the violent stuff.
What headache with that? I don't understand.
Because if he's gonna do that,
You should have thought about that before you started messing with him. Before you wanted to take whatever handout it was that he gave you. Whatever it was that Diddy gave you, or whatever it was he did for you, you should have thought about that past that you knew he had before you sat up there and accepted that deal that he probably that slicked you up with. I mean, it is what it is. You made a choice.
Kid Cudi.
If some of that is true, then why would you want to inherit that? Sound like a headache. Don't sound like the risk is worth the reward there to me. And 3, in the event.
Don't sound like, hold on. Sounds like a headache. You think, and this is the thing, this is the when these people don't serve the Most High, it's like they're just out for self. He talking about, that sounds like a headache. Like a minor, if it's such a light headache, and then you're trying to insult the people, because if it's such a headache, if it's like, sounds like a headache, you think it's like you talking like it's a minor inconvenience. If it's a minor inconvenience, then you would do the right thing. But you're trying to like play it, you're trying to downplay it, but it's such an extreme thing that you're trying to downplay. It's like, just he can't even be real right here and just say he's scared. He don't sounds like a headache. Say you scared. Say you scared. You know what you signed up for. This is what you did. Say you're shook. I'm scared, Joe. I mean, he's trying to beat around the bush. He's trying to beat around the bush.
Some people did not believe all of the things that Cassie had to say in that civil suit. I don't think the last week was a good time to say that. That seems foul and flagrant and insensitive.
we didn't do that.
Fourth,
Foul, flagrant, and insensitive to Diddy? You're not trying to protect Cassie. She the one that put it out there. So you just shown again, you just said it's insensitive. You're trying to protect Diddy's feelings. You knew the details in what it was that he did. We talking grape, abuse, the whole 9. He didn't have male prostitutes like running, like all sorts of crazy stuff while he watched. Like, this is the type of stuff he was doing. And then he was beating on her, and allegedly, this is what we got to do to even be able to keep these damn channels. Or that's why this is some foul shit. But he sat up there and did all of these things, right? And then he sat up there and doing all these things, and then you gonna sit up here, man. I can't with these guys, bro.
What's for? Oh,
it's a bunch. I do this all day long.
keep going. I'm listening.
That nigga listens to this podcast.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
Sensitive.
Hold on. And you gonna say, man, he really said that. You talking about insensitive to Diddy, though. Insensitive? That's insensitive. To what? To talk about what's going on? To bring the information forth that's brought forth to put it on, to talk? You were paid to talk, man. You're paid to talk. Talk. It's time to talk. Nah, I can't talk. Nah. I ain't even got it on me right now. That's what Joe told all his fans. He said, I don't even got it on me. He said, what mouth? I ain't even got one. He done sold it to Diddy. That's why. Tragic.
Bunch. I could do this all day long.
Keep going.
What that mean?
Let's go Ice.
It means that if you have never been on the other side of just accusations and stories being put out about you, and now
No, he talking about for real. He talking about if you ain't ever been on the other side, as in the industry. That's where he should have been going with that. He talking about the other side. Yeah, you is on the other side, and that's what made it click in. Where I'm like, okay, he's on the other side. Joe is on the other side. Therefore, I mean, you can't trust none of these guys. All y'all whatever, Joe Budden, I don't know. He was just the loudest one. He's just the loudest one, the one that was supposed to be standing on business, allegedly. That's what he sold to people. And then I don't know. I just never seen it. I just thought it was just like Joe is like a meme to me. But apparently a lot of people thought Joe stood on business. And as we seeing now, that's just not the case. This is bad. This doesn't look good at all. This is more damaging to his brand than if he just would have been like, I don't know. This was probably the worst thing he could have did though. Just openly saying he's scared. Like he just straight said he's scared.
hear the news cycle of people that how they report on it, there's a responsibility that comes with that. And regardless of the internet, again.
The responsibility of you having to be quiet, because that's your mans. Diddy is one of your mans. He's walking with the dark. Diddy is evil. Evil is Diddy. Like, when you hear that, that's Diddy. And you gonna sit up there and protect him? You trying to keep relations with him? But that's because he don't want to give up what he got. Joe is living, like I said, he already beat the game. He think he already defeated the game. He think he conquered the boss battles. He think the game is won. He's rich. He's good. Everything is straight. The world is great. Like, he thinks everything is a peace. He said he's trying to protect his peace. So, if he's trying to protect his peace, then he ain't gonna cross his mans. He won. He feel like they won together. It's over.
Has the luxury of forming an opinion.
Now, in the video that I last weekend, I told you guys the only way Joe can beat this is by telling the audience, yo, Diddy is my ex-boss. I know him personally, so I gotta handle this situation with care. Just keep it real with them. Tell them, bro.
Man, that don't mean nothing. What are we talking about? Your ex-boss, you gotta handle it with care. The people want you to talk about what he did and what you think about him after what he did. I mean, that's just how it is. That's what you signed up for. Your job is, you want people to hear you ramble. You want people to hear you just talk for hours. And then when it's time to talk about what they need you to talk about, you just and when the world needed him most, he vanished. He went straight Ang mode. He can't even be Ang, man.
Do that to my mans right now. I think a lot of times when I listen to the Joe Budden podcast, they look at Joe as a super.
Yeah.
That we're all humans. No matter how rich and powerful you are, there's always somebody richer and more powerful than you. Now, Joe also spoke on everybody.
Man, if you was standing on business, you wouldn't care what it came with. We about to go into. And look, he was talking about he's scared about the violent stuff. Here we go. Isaiah 54:17. No weapon formed against you shall prosper, and every tongue which rises against you in judgment you shall condemn. This is a heritage of the servants of the Lord, and their righteousness is from me, says the Lord. Joe Budden is not a servant of the Lord, y'all. He's not. He's serving the Baphomet. It's clear as day. He's not. You can only serve one or two masters. And then if he was on this side, he wouldn't be scared about what Diddy's gonna do to him. He wouldn't be scared about nothing. He wouldn't be worried about no Diddy. He would stand on business. He would say, I dealt with him, but he filed for that. Boom, boom, boom. You would have gave it up. But he not doing that. He's serving the system. He's here for a reason. He got some role in this. They keep giving they juicing up his pod and all that type of stuff. He got some role in this. But really his role is probably finished. He's been playing his role as being some guy that's supposed to be like, oh, outspoken, boom, boom, boom. We getting the outspoken black man, whatever they want to call it. And then when it hit the fan, he's about to sit up there. He croaking. He waving all the white flags right now. He said, "I'm scared. I can't do it." And if he don't want to cross Diddy, and he's saying that's my ex-boss. He knows where I live. He knows my peoples. He's not playing none of them games. But this is what happens when you put yourself on that side, and that's why we can't even sit up there. I mean, it's messed up. It is. Like, I feel bad for Joe, for real, because it's like this is the predicament you put yourself in by aligning yourself with somebody like P. Diddy. This is what it comes with. You gotta choose. Damn, he might sit up there and blow my car up. He know where my peoples live. He probably done funded the podcast. He could do so much stuff to me. I just can't even, like, you can't even say nothing about it. But this is what happens when you feel like you beat the game, because you gonna get some ops, and you feeling like you beat the game. You got way bigger. Your opposition is way bigger than you think you ready for when you get in that industry stuff. So now Joe is in a situation where, Diddy got him by the dang on throat. Another one, 2 Thessalonians 3:3. But the Lord is faithful, and he will strengthen you and protect you from the evil one. I mean, I just said it. Sean Puff is the evil one. Joe needs protection from the evil one. But he not serving the right God, man. So he's not going to get that protection. And he's going to get his name dragged through the mud, because none of this stuff can stand. You only going to get so long before Satan comes to collect. You only going to get this sense of, oh, I'm at peace and I've completed life and I beat the game for so long before Satan come to pull the rug right from under you. It's just that's how you work. And Joe is getting his ritual right now, but I want to watch this real quick while this where I just chill out, because I was watching this earlier. We back on Diddy. I was watching this earlier and I'm like, man, I might as well just react to this. I'm about to turn this off. This shit is crazy. Let me see.
It's all about brainwashing his peers. Rumor has said,
because clearly people need a reminder. I think this was the thumb. I used this picture as the thumbnail in that video, or I had a segment or something. I used this thing on picture. But Diddy accused of having underage boys. Diddy and Usher used to sleep in the same bed. Usher revealed he and Diddy would attend sexual orgies when Usher was 15.
who were new in the industry.
That's a
and
damn
according
shame.
to some insiders,
I hope they
Diddy's
show that
also
dang on
involved
Justin
in
Bieber
some very
video.
dark and crazy stuff like after parties. And now we are going to talk about Diddy's
Them
most
after
controversial
parties.
after parties and crazy speculations that are going on the internet, and how he has been exposed blatantly by the figures who were his direct or indirect victims.
Puff Daddy and Felix the House Cat, famed house music producer,
Yeah, no, I know
are
who that is.
basically spooning each other.
I like when you like this, Daddy. Daddy, I like.
So, as we can hear, Diddy is sitting at a table, the round table, with grown men, and he calling them daddy. It's this type of stuff we on. So that's crazy, the world we in, because we can't even. This is obviously some rainbow behavior, right? Obviously, not even up for the debate. This is rainbow behavior, that letter behavior. So obviously this man he's so open with it to where, all right, I can do this, cool. That's cool. He say I can just openly call another man daddy. In his brain, that's cool. He's technically already out the closet, man. If we really just think about it. He's already out the closet. So why can't we address him as what he is? As a man he's out. I mean, he's out the closet. He's not even keeping this a secret. This is not even secretive, for real. Unless it is. Unless people, you know what? You're right. My bad. People actually did just now catch on to this through these recent allegations. They're like, wait, I'm seeing people post and they like, it's kind of always been there. Like, did he have been like? Yeah, did he have been like? It's crazy, man. But you know what? You know, people are just catching on. Congrats. Welcome to the Diddy outing party.
It was curious. I got a chance.
13. What were you seeing?
I went there to see the lifestyle,
right?
And I saw it, and it was. But I don't know if I could indulge in a.
His eyes keep darting to the side. I was in the lifestyle, and I like.
And what I was even looking at.
Josh Ostrovsky horror story.
He couldn't even understand what he was looking at. Imagine being a child, and this grown man is trying to get you in like orgies, bro. Like, that's so crazy. You a child don't even understand what's going on. What's like, why is this, that, and that? And this grown, random stranger man is trying to explain these things to you in this kind of way. And it's just like, wow.
So, social media influencer, entrepreneur, winemaker, and author Josh Ostrovsky allegedly shared a real horror encounter with Diddy and his friends. Josh lives in the United States. The Fat Jew is the name by which he is better recognized on social media.
A lot of people felt one way and a lot of people felt the other way. I sort of got kind of placed into the middle, was like the face of the issue. And I was like, you know, the internet is for yelling and screaming.
Josh basically talked about how he apparently faced the backlash when he exposed Diddy for his dirty actions. Well, it was also natural for the netizens to criticize Josh because we all know how Diddy has always kept his angelic image among the public. It all started when Josh attended a party.
Imagine, and this that King Sid gaslighting and stuff. Imagine you sit up there and you out somebody. This is the world we in. You out somebody for doing something wicked, and then you feel like you're doing the right thing. Imagine being these people in these moments, even though this guy looks crazy. You know, we gonna ignore that. Just imagine being, but these guys in these scenarios where, man, imagine being one of these guys in these scenarios, and you sit up there, you like, all right, I'm about to do my big one. I'm about to stand up for the good. I gotta out this guy. I gotta say what's really going on. I gotta really bring this to the light. Like, man. And then you bring it to the light, and then not only do they get away with it, you end up getting bashed for even saying anything about it. And that's the kind of world we in, man. They glorify the wicked, and they tear down the heroes.
That was held on
Not to
Star
say that this
Island
guy's
in
a hero or anything like that, but you know what I mean.
It's also the location of P. Diddy. He was there alongside a well-known house producer who was serving as the party's DJ. And what could he have possibly seen there?
Basically me and like beautiful like ethnic models, like just beautiful women who I obviously had no interest in.
Only beautiful women?
But you had no interest in. That's why he thought you. That's off rip. That's why he invited you in the first place. That's why he invited you in the first place. So,
women?
In a way, he had the right idea. You know, I mean, obviously, no, he didn't. But y'all know what I mean. Like he knew who to invite because I don't know. That was just a red flag. That was just a red flag to me. But I mean, or maybe, yeah, no. It was the way he said it. It was like he kind of said it like, you know, I'm obviously not interested in women. It was kind of like giving that vibe, like I'm obviously not interested in women.
With the party.
You know, my man is telling me that, like, you know, every third person is some executive, you know, got behind the scenes guys who I don't recognize.
This is something suspicious where Josh might have stumbled because he might have been feared of being recorded wrongfully. And to think of it, it is also very suspicious how a party can only have women while there are no men. But what happened afterward? Josh went to look for the bathroom. And with that, he just made his way down one flight of stairs. And he found himself deep within the twisting corridors of the mansion.
One's like a closet, one's a room, it doesn't have a bathroom in it, whatever. Every room should have a bathroom in it.
That makes sense.
First of all,
if you're in this dungeon,
have, right.
Every house
So
should
I open a door, and
every room
in that room, there are a bunch of men.
And here, two things might have sounded fishy to him. One, rooms and men in the rooms. And this is not it. They were all lying around in a very weird manner.
And they're all kind of like very like Romanesque, like laying about and, you know, kind of like very like kind of leaning on each other. Not really spooning, but like conversationally spooning.
Well, you...
This what they do. This is what they do. He done found the real party. That's the girls at the top and all of that. That was the facade. Imagine that this dude hired a bunch of chicks, and they just like around up top dancing or whatever, having their own party. And then you go down into the crevices. You go down to the gutter of the mansion. And it's just dudes everywhere, just guys, just a bunch of damn guys, booed up, like it's just crazy. Like the girls
know if two people lie like they are spooning, they must be a couple. But two men spooning and seeming to be romantically involved is somewhat very weird.
Yeah, it would almost be the prelude to an orgy.
Yes. Oh, absolutely. Okay. Oh my God. Oh my God. It was so prelude.
Okay.
Look at that.
That whole scenario.
Look at that. That shit. The girls is not even like dog. This is what we do.
The prelude to an orgy.
Yes. Oh, absolutely. Okay. Oh my God. Oh my God. It was so prelude.
Okay.
That whole scenario could have been enough for Josh to clear all doubts that Diddy put on a show to invite beautiful women so that no one could find what was actually happening behind that pool packed with women. But Josh did not sit back silently and even disclosed...
The dudes was gonna sit up there and warm up on each other and then go with the girls after like that. Like, what's... These dudes sick.
At Diddy's after parties and parties are no less than anxiety. Because when you leave those parties, the scenes haunt you for your life. He said,
no
pretty
less
much
than
everything.
anxiety.
I've got a plethora of problems. Aren't we all, at this point, suffering from raging anxiety? The experiences we do are what people wish they could do.
Fat
like
Jew.
riding around in a convertible with a llama in New York. Diddy and Fabulous. The majority of individuals have the desire
Diddy
to
and
attend an after
Fabulous.
party where celebrities will be present so that they may interact with those in the industry. Although Fabulous has attended a number of events in his day, it appears that he feels that some of those parties did not live up to the expectations that were set for them. Now, if you observe, Fabulous is surrounded by an obvious cloud of melancholy among the crowd. He seems to be carrying an invisible burden, which makes us sympathetic to his attitude. He is quietly enjoying a piece of cake while projecting an air of seclusion. Moreover, he appears...
Man, you know it's a sad day when you gotta sit up there and sit across from your abuser and eat cake, like, on the dang podcast, man. That's crazy to me. Like, he tried to... that bite he took, that was the saddest bite of cake. That was the saddest bite of cake I had ever seen.
Quietly enjoying a piece of cake while projecting an air of seclusion. Moreover, he appears reluctant to meet the eyes of others around him, as if he is really uneasy. Perhaps Diddy's presence casts a shadow over Fabulous's consciousness in this enigmatic tapestry of feelings, subtly influenced. Could the rupture be the result of a conflict between their artistic goals?
Heck, no, it ain't about no artistic goals.
Could the rupture be the result of a conflict between their artistic goals or a personal issue? One may only guess, because the truth lies deep within their shared past.
Look at this.
A personal issue? One may only
I hope
guess.
they show Diddy and Bieber shit. He can't wait to get to Diddy. Man, he can't wait to jump on Bieber ass. He like, yeah, you turning up now. He like, yeah, I got him feeling black. Like, this nigga's so sick, man. Oh, then Diddy was talking about Rick Ross. There go Rose. He talking about Rick Ross. They gotta show all of these clips, man. I don't know how deep in this video get into it, but I seen
the
some
truth
stuff.
lies deep within their shared past. But Diddy kept questioning him.
So Fab, how was your birthday, man? What was your wish for this year?
To which Fab responded,
What was your wish? He already sound pilt. Like, if a dude can just get drunk on camera, bro, that's another thing. Like, you just like on here pilt.
like vibes. You know what I mean? I like a.
That's just like he don't. That's even though that's kind of like the drink champs thing, because that's kind of what Kodak did. But it's something like that when you on there drunk. Like this dude is clearly drunk, and he's about to say something off rip. I mean, he was already saying the daddy stuff, so it's like
vibe more than like wanting for anything.
This is a humiliation ritual. You know, this is drink champs.
I got a cool vibe. I spend some of the time with my kids.
As you pay close attention to Fabulous, you see that both his words and body language indicate a lot about how he is feeling at the moment. It is clear that he is consciously trying to distinguish himself from Diddy. He emphasizes his desire and stay near to his kids, expressing a newly discovered priority to be a devoted family man and stay near to his kid.
So Fab, and then that's another thing, like, he trying to, you could tell he kind of trying to, like, he said, yeah, no, I don't think he ain't played yet, but when Fab get to talk about his kids, it's like, that's basically his plea. Like, it really didn't sound like a plea, like, please, man, don't just let me retire, let me stop, whatever it is that he got him doing still, he like, please, just let me stop. I'm trying to turn this thing around, I'm a good guy, like, to try to probably get some sympathy points, I'd imagine, like, Fab looked like a sad mouse.
Expressing a newly discovered priority.
I went out, grabbed a bag.
Look.
And spent some more time with my kids. And, you know what I mean?
I went out, grabbed a bag, and then went spend some more time with my kids, man. Like, I don't know. Maybe these dudes, at the same time, these dudes probably be deadbeats. So when it's like, when they spend time with their kids, it'd be like a monumental thing, you know? Not to, you know, I don't know if that's fucked up to say, but I mean, that's the vibe I get from it. But at the same time, it's like, I think he's using it to garner sympathy, because it's like, Diddy, leave me alone, man. Like, I'm spending more time with my kids, man. Like, I'm doing right.
Felt like I was a milestone age.
It appears as though Fab has started a path of self-discovery, reassessing his priorities and realizing the value of preserving his relationships with his family. His decision to put his responsibilities as a loving dad first shows a profound emotional awakening driven by a desire to create deep relationships within his immediate circle. And even fans noticed something in the environment. One of them said, "Damn, the energy and body language from Fab is very telling." And another fan added, later Diddy had himself delivered to Fabulous's crib inside a birthday cake. He jumped out the cake and came at Fab like the booty warrior. I like ya and I want ya. We can do this the easy way or
I
the
like
hard
ya
way.
and I
The
want
choice is
ya.
yours, Fabulous. But this is not it. The New York City rapper also recently posted a series of revealing anecdotes on his Instagram story in which he discussed instances in which he ran off on his celebrity buddies while they were attending events. According to Fab, the circumstance required an Irish escape on this occasion, and it was necessary for it to occur. Not only that, he even dropped some helpful party escaping excuses to help his fans, where he suggested, you ever got peer pressured into going to the afties? You ever said you were going to the bathroom and left? Everything.
Nah, he trying to make it sound cool. He talking about the afties. We ain't letting that slide. He talking about the afties. You don't call it with nothing Diddy got having going on. He called it the afties.
Started when the rapper known as Ghetto Fabulous asked his fans if they, too, had ever felt forced into attending an after party when they were at a concert of his. Fabulous said, you really want to go home, or back to the room, but you don't want to be the turn down to the turn up. Fans were thinking about his queries when Fabulous revealed that he had a very absurd experience.
There's some old stuff to be saying. I ain't gonna lie. Like, how old is Fab? I'm gonna look, cause this is very old.
Fans were thinking about his queries when Fabulous revealed that he had a very absurd experience with Diddy, who kept Fabulous partying until the early hours of the next morning. I told Diddy I was going to the bathroom and slid once, he admitted. It was 7 a.m. and this word was...
He pushing 50. Yeah.
Still turned. This story...
Oh yeah, hold on, another one.
Slid once, he admitted. It was 7 a.m. and this word was still turned. This
still turns.
Story was all about Diddy forcing him to go to parties, which can be seen here.
I want you to party with me for your birthday, man.
We partied for my birthday before. You came to my.
He's pushing 50, man, and you talking about why he won't party with you on his birthday. He didn't party enough, sir. He partied enough, my man. He don't gotta keep partying. And then another thing, this damn cross. This is one of his favorite chains, and a lot of his pictures he got this dang on chain with this dang on cross.
No, but me and you ain't never really party, you know what I'm saying?
Did you just notice how Fabulous was hesitating while Diddy said he wanted to?
Why you trying to really party with a dude, bro? Like, you talking about, this ain't even, like, you gotta, you ain't really party with me. He like, you slid on that last afty. Why you slide at the afty? Why ain't you, well, you ain't really partying with me, Fab. You ain't partying with me. And it's like, these be grown guys, bro. That'd be so annoying, bro. These be grown guys wanting your dang on attention, like wanting to be around you, want to be just like, oh, let's do this, let's do that. Like, bro, I see you when I see you, bro. Like, why we gotta, I don't know, bro. Bots.
The party? Why? Because Fabo might have known that there is always something going wrong when Diddy is invited. And this is why Fabulous gave him a very awkward facial expression. But this thing was also noticed by the netizens. One of them commented, I remember this. When Diddy gets drunk, his true colors come out. He's definitely into men. I just don't understand why he don't just live in his truth. Another one said, surviving P. Diddy is gonna be epic.
Man, like, why won't you just live in your truth, dog? Like, this is not, you're not even hiding this. Like, you might as well. He will, real soon. Real soon.
And Fabulous's desire to flee the scene and return to his
the devil
house
is really,
perfect.
he ain't gonna like hiding forever. It's gonna be a point, I'm telling you, it's gonna be a point. I'm really waiting on the point where these dudes just say, they just say mask off, and they just really yank their skin off, and you just see the full reptilian behind them, like the person that's been piloting them the whole time. Like, that's what I'm waiting for. I'm ready for like a classic Scooby-Doo mask rip, and they just be like, ha, it's me, Diddy. It just like, that's what that's what it's really time for, cause like it's no much, they can't do no worse. Like, we getting into the point where he really want to live it. Right, like he's fully over there. It's over with. They love it so much. They embrace being on that side so much. I'm surprised they really keep their skin on still. Like, they might as well just yank the mask off and be like, God, it's me. And be like, I'm here. And the people would accept it still. They'd be like, that's Puff, though. And then, like, that's where we at. People so damn bought it out. They'd be like, that's still Puff. Because even when he was on the freaky stuff behind, like, people should have been, we should have had torches and pitchforks at his neck when he had JB out there like that. He sat up there, man, that video of him and Justin Bieber was so disturbing, bro. It's like, dog, like, he should have been against, they should have been had him at the round table, but he's gang. He's not going nowhere. He's in the billionaire club. He's up there, and he gonna do whatever it take to stay up there, which means he about to he's about to get line some stuff up, because he need that bread coming in, and he can't afford to get canceled. So some gonna have to give.
Sense, given that Diddy's wild partying lifestyle well known to the public. Diddy gay clubbing with Exhibit.
Now, this is where I stopped
rapper,
at.
Exhibit has also come out to share his terrifying experience. After having a fantastic night at his house, Diddy brought him out clubbing, and it wasn't until after having a fantastic night at his house, Diddy
Look at him.
out clubbing. And it wasn't until later that they found out this club wasn't like any other club they'd been to before. Instead, it turned out to be a pretty blatant gay bar.
So then we go to the house, and then he invited us to the house because he wanted to go to the club afterwards, right? I was like, okay, cool.
Exhibit was obviously attempting to party and have a good time at the club when someone brought to his attention
I'm gonna have to pull that up if they don't show it.
Kissing one another. Exhibit was stunned, but he didn't give it much thought until he saw another man dancing butt naked in the middle of the club.
She pointed over the corner. It's two dudes kissing. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, the this?
And not only this, but Exhibit also hinted toward his very terrible encounter with Diddy when he got dragged into the party.
Hey man, you know that girl you know about the girl you. I was like, yeah, everybody know, but you know what I'm saying? What's happening? You know, he's like, you know, that's the devil, man.
Diddy has the audacity to ask his victims about the girls, too, and afterwards show them the real show that usually goes on at his parties. After that, he even told a peculiar tale of Diddy saying some words about Superhead.
So Puffy tells you that
she will videotape you with fingers in the booty. And I was like, what the does that mean?
Yeah, what
you know
does
what
that
I'm saying?
mean?
So then I go back in the house and I ask her, what the you talking about?
What is the point of saying anything about any other person when they are not even bothering you? But this is Diddy, who always shows himself as superior to the younger rappers. And Exhibit also admitted that right now. Diddy might have had an...
I got a time frame.
Takes on too much.
He's having a breakdown.
He might have had an episode with Superhead. He said, I guess he got some prior
see a
incident
Bieber on
with her
here.
that he don't want nobody to know about. Diddy a bit too relaxed.
What is that? A bit too relaxed. Oh yeah, Frosted Flakes. They gotta go into the Frosted Flakes. Okay, no, they got a couple of them ones on here. All right, let it rock. Hold on. Like, what is this, bro? Look at your boy. What?
Relaxed. But you know what is even more triggering? Is that after all this drama and fuss, Diddy does not even care.
This ain't no goddamn way. This is my natural. I don't need to be ashamed of what the natural. You know what I'm saying?
And to this day,
Stop it.
fans still say that Diddy was acting like a fool in this wig. One of them said, Diddy is a fool, hilarious. And another fan added, I can't believe he got on a wig, lace pants, and a blouse. And 50 Cent seized the opportunity to make fun of Puffy for it on his Instagram page. He posted the video on his Instagram and wrote, what the man? But this is not the first time 50 Cent has bashed Diddy.
You know what 50 gonna say to you when he sees you?
What?
I heard Diddy touched you.
50 Cent is saying this because it is quite possible he
Jeez. They sick.
posted a photo of Diddy and Rick Ross performing on
This is like common knowledge, bro. Like, what are we doing here?
stage together in the past. He seemed to imply that Diddy was keeping something from the public.
Things that I've seen that he does on camera, kissing the back of man's neck and saying certain things. Rick Ross, Rick Ross, licking his lip.
Yes, we already know how Diddy has been with men, but the problem with this picture was that it was taken at an awkward angle, which gave the impression that the two people in it were making out. Additionally, he uploaded a picture of Diddy wearing a pink shirt while hugging a former record executive who was also wearing pink, and captioned, I ain't saying nothing, but something ain't right, LMAO. And according to 50 Cent, Diddy has a weird habit of always doing some cringe stuff all the time.
Says things, he doesn't even know what he's saying is like fruity. You know what I'm saying? Like, he said,
He just can't help himself. That beast in him can't help itself.
fabulous, and he goes, no, but me and you, we ain't party. Like, we need to party.
Diddy's Frosty Flakes. Now, Diddy has been quite the target of the public because of Frosty Flakes' fight with Usher. The news of Diddy's sex with Usher when he was still a teen had just broken. Diddy and Usher shared a bed when Usher was 15, and Diddy was in his late 20s.
Now, why wouldn't they need to share beds on any level? Why would this grown man need to share a bed with a 15-year-old boy? Like, Diddy should have been out of here. He should have been out of here.
4 months I'm not giving the bed. Shout out to him and what he did. I'm just gonna, if we can, let's just put the camera a little this way, just so we're not. I don't want my shot to even, I don't want it to come close to the bed at all.
Who knows if Kevin Hart is talking about the bed myth with Diddy, because he might have known what it ends up like even if you sit with Diddy on the bed. And despite Diddy's best efforts to make it sound normal, there isn't a single scenario in which it makes sense for an adult Diddy to share a bed with a 10-year-old Usher.
Usher look like he fresh off the goddamn plane. Usher fresh off the guard stage. That's my brother right here from day one. We used to wake up and, damn, pause, but like, just out.
Back in the days.
He said pause before he even said anything. If that's not guilt, we used to wake up. Pause. Y'all can't wake up? You ain't even got, like, soon as you said wake up, your brain had the flashback of y'all just getting out of that bed together. You sitting up there rolling over, wake up, Ush. Like, so he like paused off rip, just off waking up, because he didn't went back. But he's sick, man.
I was like 10 and I was a little bit older. His older brother, we used to fight over the Frosted Flakes.
Usher also
Fight over the Frosted Flakes, man.
admitted that he and Diddy went to sexual orgies. Usher was 15 years old, which is illegal under United States law and the laws of most other countries.
In the 90s, do you understand what that's like?
There have been claims that Diddy may have exposed Usher to addictions and alcohol during his teenage years. Due to the experience in his teenage years with Diddy, Usher said he would never send his children to a school like Diddy's.
You're a dad now. Would you ever send your kid to Puffy Camp?
Hell no.
Not only this, Diddy said that he used to get up together with Usher.
He said
and
that
have a
shit
fight
quick.
with Usher. And who would also continue to fight anytime over Frosty Flakes, even now. He is 53 and Usher is 44. He even says, I used to be a little bit older. This thing apparently directly leads us to the clue that is in the name of the fight over Frosty Flakes. Diddy might have done something very suspicious. More Diddy sus moments. Well, Diddy's life has much more that we don't know. If we watch him closely, he has been involved in many suspicious activities, as you may have seen how he is trying to touch Bunny inappropriately. Look at how Diddy is getting physically involved with Bunny, and even making Bunny uncomfortable, as we can see that Bunny is totally uninterested in Diddy.
Yeah,
But you know
like,
this is
why,
Diddy.
bro? Dog. He's so damn sick. Like, why did you just sit up
He
there?
would do anything to fulfill his desires.
We gonna get you and your little dog too.
Mm.
And congratulations, young man.
Well, it does not seem that Diddy will ever get caught, because Diddy's dirty hands are much longer than we think. This is not it. Let's watch Diddy's next sus moment.
Man, you doing it, man. You deserve it, daddy. You putting in that work. Proud of you. I love you.
So it wasn't that shocking when a new video surfaced showing Diddy making out with Meek Mill. Meek was finally relaxing in a pool after being ejected from the Cosmopolitan Hotel and Casino in Las Vegas for no apparent reason when Diddy approached him.
Meek Mills, Puff Daddy, whoever, none of these all you fake hard niggas, you. Wait, hold on. Okay. All you fake hard niggas, you know what I'm saying? I don't give a because you can't shoot nobody anyway.
Diddy then tells Meek that he
He was
loves
having a
and is
fit.
proud of him. The internet was quick to comment on the fact that Diddy referred to Meek as Daddy, and the rapper found himself the target of many insults. Diddy's flavor camp. Other than adults, Diddy has also always liked this with the kids too. Diddy has the peculiar practice of essentially adopting young people and introducing them to the way of life of a hip-hop mogul, from late-night get-togethers to after-party get-togethers, and much more besides.
Uh-oh, not
Recall
the
Usher's
afties.
incident. Usher was just 10 when he moved to New York and started living
And
with
this is
Diddy.
the type of stuff, they do. When they get to a certain level, like, they can't be teachers. They love to be teachers, so they start these like camps and all of this type of stuff, or like these wonderlands. Like, what's the name? MJ House, like an amusement park for the kids and all of that type of stuff. It's like, bro, they gotta get them kids, bro. And it's something about it's. That's the draconians though. I'm waiting for him to take that mask off.
New York City, and I lived with Sean Puffy Combs for a year.
And as Usher was living with Diddy, he got numerous chances to watch and observe everything Diddy did and arranged, from parties to anything. Well, Usher's not the only alleged victim. He also made Justin Bieber involved in this.
Let's slow down, Justin.
Okay.
Let's slow down. Okay?
One step at a time.
But yeah, the keys is yours. When you get 16, you're good to go.
I'm good to go.
Besides this, according
See
to
how he licked his lips? He was giving him a car.
You get 16, you're good to go.
Besides this, according to TMZ, the 19-year-old problematic singer and Diddy partied at Atlanta's Vanquish nightclub. He also shared a shot on Instagram before taking off his top, in which he and Diddy and Rick Ross looked to be praying. But at that time, Justin was under 20, but still seemed to be around liquor and partying very hard with Diddy. Moreover, he had also been luring Nick Cannon, and allegedly, he was also seen at Diddy's obscene parties, which were recently revealed by Jamie Foxx.
Nick Cannon used to sleep on my couch. 13 years old. He'd be in front of the house. He's like, can I go back in there? You can't go back in there. You can't come in here.
Seems like Usher and Justin were not enough for him to make them traumatized. Cameron finds a surprise.
So
now Cameron also
he
appeared.
ain't go over. He ain't really go to the Justin Bieber video. For real. I'll put it up real quick. It's him giving him a car. I don't know if I can see that. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna pull it up on where.
Have to say something.
I went to use a bathroom and it was a dildo.
What? Duh. Alright. That might be. I'm gonna go to one. I'm gonna go to this and then
Activities, and this is what Cameron said.
That goes and goes. And this is who Joe, but no, this is who Joe Budden who aligned himself with though. This is who he protecting. This is who he's saying, you know what? It's all good, man. He said I'm scared. But sometimes the territory I'm not even logged in. See, I can't do that. Alright, yes I can. Just can't do that. Hold on. Alright, long. So this dude Diddy, dog. It's about fight over Kevin Hart. He's talking about he don't even want to go near the bed. Like, he know exactly how I get on that daggone Diddy bed. There you go, sit up there and let me log in. If I can't do it like this, then I might have to just be what it be. Yeah, it ain't let me log in, y'all. So, yeah, I might have to play it on the what's the name.
That's that. You can't open the top. Anyone could say after this that the presence of dildo was not unusual, but the public was quite concerned and
AG1 is so much more than a greens powder. In one single scoop, it delivers daily multivitamins, pre and probiotics, stress adaptogens, and yes,
come on.
Concerned and expressed themselves. One of them wrote, "It's on the sink, and this your bathroom though." Cam could have left what's understood unsaid and let it be, but nah, he need answers. And another one added, Diddy's sexuality in question for a long time.
Check this out, yo.
This is the Justin, man.
So where are we on to now?
Where would you like to go?
I mean, wherever you want to go. Where are we going?
So check this out, yo. Justin, you ever seen the movie 48 Hours? Right now, he's having 48 hours with Diddy, him and his boy. They're having the times of their lives, like, you know, where we hanging out and what we doing. We can't really disclose, but it's definitely a 15-year-old's dream. You know,
bro, what?
It's gotta be true if it's been.
Signed to Usher.
And look, he talking about 48 hours with Diddy. He talking about we at an undisclosed location. We can't disclose where we at, but he gonna live out everything a 15-year-old's dream. And then look, he talking about he signed to Usher.
Been given custody of him. You know, he signed to Usher. I had legal guardianship of Usher when you know he did his first album. I did Usher's first album. I don't have legal guardianship of him, but for the next 48 hours, he's with me. So and we gonna go.
He talking about, bro. He talking about he had legal guardianship over Usher. Then Usher got sold out. He got sold out clearly. They gave him up for legal guardianship for Diddy. Diddy had legal guardianship over Usher. And then you notice they just said Justin Bieber signed to Usher. He signed by Usher. So sins of the father. I mean, it's a repeated process. Diddy 9 times out of 10 got diddled. So therefore he diddled Usher. Usher diddling, and it just goes and goes and goes. It just goes and goes. But here we go. Justin, and then hold on. Listen.
Fool, crazy.
Going crazy.
Baby.
I'm taking this out tonight.
What you want to do? What you want to do over the next 48
My
hours?
camera died.
I'm going crazy.
But listen.
And we gonna go full crazy.
I'm going crazy.
Crazy.
I'm taking this out tonight.
What you want to do? What you want to do over the next 48 hours?
48 hours. Let's go. Let's just go get some girls. Let's go hang with some girls.
Man.
He couldn't even agree with that. I wish y'all could have just seen his face. He couldn't even agree with that. He talking about let's go get some girls. If he talking about let's go get some girls as a 15-year-old boy, you grown. You're a man, grown man. And he wants some boys. Diddy is just sick, man.
Question for this long.
And no, wait. And then fast forward, it's another video. This is when them seeing each other after a while, I guess.
Starting to act. Everything's
Listen
good.
to this.
Everything's good. Selling out arenas and everything. Starting to act different, huh? You ain't been calling me and hanging out the way we used to hang out.
Well, I mean, you try to get in contact with me, through all my, partners and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
But you never really got my number, so.
Okay.
My number?
Yeah. Everything's good.
Folded. Like, this is sad. Like, y'all hear this dude?
You ain't been calling me and hanging out the way we used to hang out.
Well, I mean, you try to get in contact with me, through all my, partners and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
But you never really got my number, so.
Okay.
My number?
Yeah. Everything's good.
Stuttering, man, that's bad, bro. That's bad, but that's pretty much it, man. We done listened to the stream and been going for a while now. This shout out to, I shout dog out. Shout out to Inside the Industry, man. I'm gonna finish watching this in a minute. The cam died though, so I ain't gonna push it to the limit. We pretty much covered our ground. Joe is shook though, y'all. Joe is shook. Let's not get off, well, it's definitely on topic. But this is the guy Joe is scared of. He wanted to walk in the valley, shadow of death with the enemies. He subscribed to that side. That's who he chose to serve. Therefore, he's reaping the benefits, and he's also facing the consequences of that choice. You feel like you at peace, and you feel like you got to protect your peace, whatever fake peace you done conjured up in your brain that you at. You feel like you beat the game and you good and you ain't got to do nothing. Well, Satan is coming to collect, and you about to go through the rituals, and you about to get dragged through the mud, because that's who you associated with. And Satan operated confusion. You thought you was at peace and things was going to be all kumbaya, and then you got a bomb dropped on you that your boy is getting lawsuits filed on him. You thought he was impenetrable. You thought all the sick stuff he did wasn't going to come out. Well, it's coming out, and people are waking up. And now, you as somebody who was stuck beside him before, what you got to say? Nothing. You said you chose to run with your tail between your legs, Joe. Sick. You scared. It's cool, though. Just, do right. Choose the Most High. You can only serve one or two masters. If you want to be somebody who speaks the real, people look at you like some kind of truth speaker, like you speak truth. Just because you critical about some albums, people think you a truth speaker. But you want to embrace any kind of, I'm gonna let y'all know, if they not speaking the truth of the Most High, then they ain't speaking no kind of truth. Joe shouldn't even he shouldn't have disappointed nobody. You shouldn't have had no stock in the Joe Budden race. Like, you should have never even had no investment in dog. He ain't saying nothing. He did exactly what he was supposed to do. He's chosen his side. So, let's say choose this day who you will serve. And that's pretty much it, y'all.